Then the last example is AI on food health and nutrition. And the goal here is just to keep humanity sick as part of their depopulation agenda, because sicknesses brings a lot of profit. I believe that you're aware that they've been poisoning your food systems through fertilizers and through other chemicals. You can look for a documentary called What the Health, so that you can see how big pharma and the food industry and the government all partner to make you sick. But globally, what strategies have been put in place to control our food systems and make us food dependent? Number one, land grabbing. For instance, like I said, during the colonial era, our forefathers grew their own food in communities, but their land was taken away and most of it was never returned, and they became slaves in their own farms, just being given a little of the food for survival. Secondly, through Western education and cultural influence, actual farming and agriculture was marketed as uncool and something for the poor to do. So a whole generation grew up shunning agriculture and glamorized white-collar jobs and blue-collar jobs. So even if people are given a farm, most people don't know what to do with that farm. They don't know how to grow their own food. So I told you that this is something that the Lord is pushing people to go back to. In His mercy, He's making people have that desire to grow their own food once again. Now, number three, they have been poisoning our food systems, poisoning our plants, poisoning our soil, which of course also poisons our plants, and that interferes with the yield. It interferes with the cost of producing food. It interferes, of course, again with our health. So make it make sense how in Western countries, organic food costs an arm and a leg, while junk food and GMO are the most affordable. And please do not come and tell me about economies of scale if it's coming at the cost of human health. Then the fourth strategy is distorted markets and issues with the food supply chain. So for example, again, make it make sense how we have food wastage and hunger in the same world. Food wastage and hunger in the same world happening at the same exact time. Do you want to tell me it's more difficult to solve food supply chain issues than to go to the moon? So in Africa, we have serious food wastage, and even though the markets are there, there's a lot of bureaucracy in getting access to markets. So even internally, like here in Kenya, one part of Kenya can be throwing food away, while another part of Kenya is dying of starvation, all at the same time. And then now we have made it criminal to share seeds, that until now you have to buy patented seeds. That's happening here in Kenya. So how is it unclear that they're trying to kill subsistence farming by discouraging it by all means, so that only commercial farming remains, which again will be done by the machines? And that's how we land in the role of AI in food. AI is being used to produce replicas of food, as well as it's the one that's going to be farming. And so it's going to be producing replicas of food, apart from the fact that it's not real food. So AI is being used to simulate the taste and textures of food to produce fake food, for example, through technologies like 3D printing. So you can have something feeling like meat and tasting like meat, apart from the fact that it's pure chemicals. And at some point, it might even become criminal to slaughter animals for food in the name of animal rights. So some people are going to be eating fake food and fake veggies in this dystopian world. And in fact, many people are actually not going to find a problem with this at all. Because some people are going to be like, now I can get to know what meat tastes like without actually eating meat, like the vegetarians, or the people who like the taste of seafood but they're allergic to it. So those are just some of the things that will be used to market this food. And of course, they're going to play the food shortage card and make it seem like they've run out of options, or maybe at that point, I think maybe they won't care to hide it. It's either you take it or leave it. You'll find that's the only available option to buy with your universal basic income. So anyway, watch this video.
Everything you see here was made in a lab. The steak, the fish, the honey, the milk, and the egg. None of this came from animals. All came from plants. This was made by 5 startups in my country, Israel. I'm gonna show you the future of food. This is insanely realistic. Let's start with this milk. This milk is not from cows, it's from microbes. This team, Remilk, grows real milk proteins from fermentations. Same taste, tastes like milk. Same nutrition, same chemical structure as milk, but no cows.
Essentially, we can make everything we love about dairy products without the downsides.
Now, this salmon. It didn't come from a fish, it came from a plant. Oshi makes salmon from plants and seaweed that tastes just like salmon without fishing the ocean. Tastes like salmon.
So we sourced the best proteins from legumes, and we took some algae extraction, and boom, we've got a super salmon fillet made entirely out of plants.
And now, the steak. It's not butchered, it's printed. This is redefined meat. Layer by layer, they recreate muscle fibers using plants and fat. The final steak sizzles just like the real thing.
A cow takes 2 years to produce meat, and each of our machines can produce the same amount of meat in a single day.
And check this, even the egg is from plants. Your egg looks and feels like the real thing without the chicken. Even the yolk drips. You see this? This is insanely realistic. And last but not least, honey. It's not made by bees, it's made by scientists. BIO recreates honey's enzymes and flavor in a lab. Same sweetness, same look, same taste, just no need for the bee. It's so sweet. All these startups came from Israel because the country is small. Scientists and farmers literally live together, work together, and invent things together. Some people are afraid from food made by scientists. But this isn't scary. This is plants. Plants and science put together to make unlimited food for humanity without killing a single animal. Now that is delicious.